Welcome back to my channel, Just Righteous Water Flows. So there's a demon in your life right now. And I know you're probably wondering, like, how do you know there's somebody in your life that is low-key against you doing better for yourself? Well, the Bible breaks it down very, very clearly. The Bible says, come out from amongst them. The Bible tells you, when you turn away from sin, God will be able to reveal what's going on in your life. But until you do that one very thing, by turning away from people of this world, you're not going to be able to comprehend. I'm sorry. This video is for a chosen one. Chosen ones only. People who are here to win. There's a demon in your life. You see, the way that you know is by just doing better. The minute you start doing what it is that God called you to do, fairly, respectfully, genuinely, loving on other people, showing people you actually really care about them genuinely. When the last time y'all really did that? I know as chosen ones, we be doing that our whole lives. Sometimes we have to even fall back. You find yourself questioning a particular person in your life. You're just trying to figure out, is this person really, really real with you? Or are you just crazy? No, you're not crazy. And no, that person, oh, they not real with you at all. Let me tell you. You see, the minute that you begin to really reset and refocus, and you really cut off all the things that's not benefiting you, like realistically, oh, that devil will reveal himself through these people in your life. He will, because not too many people is going to be able to deal with your presence, chosen one. Because they're still wondering, why is it that God is blessing you a certain way? And the truth is because you've turned away from this wicked ass world, excuse my French, from this wicked world. You see this enemy clearly. You see this devil clearly. Because you've been walking this walk for a very long time. So people, they don't understand how is it that you're able to see them so clearly for the intentions that they have. You see, but what you do is you don't say nothing. You just keep doing what you do. You keep doing your best. You keep wishing the best for people around you, because you know what God is capable of. There was times in your life where God made miracles happen. And people that hated you, people that had these demons on them for a very long time, and they probably still have them on them. Some of them times 10. They can't even see what's going on in their own very lives. Their very own lives. They hate the fact that you can. So the fact that they're not being real with themselves, oh yeah, they're going to hate you for you wanting to see them do better. For you wanting them to recognize the demons in their life. This is a spiritual warfare. Wickedness in high places. Hear this. The enemy will use people in your life that is very, very close to you, that knows everything about you, and that is being plagued by demons. Demons, sins. Sins that they know they're not benefiting from. They're wondering, how is it that they've lost control of themselves, when the Bible already tells us, when you're living in sin, Sin is wages that lead to death. Consequences. I didn't make this stuff up. This is in the Bible. This has been here for thousands of years. So one thing you must understand, and when you hear this, take your time to evaluate the people that you're choosing to keep very close to you. And this is what's going to happen. Every time you look like you're about to really prosper, the ones that's not for you in your life, oh, they're going to reveal themselves to you. They can't sit in the room with you too long because they're really not down for you like that. And if you're really doing any type of better, oh yeah, best believe, whenever you did any type of better, they was in behind the scenes coming together trying to make sure that you don't move from point A all the way to point B. Or wherever it is, E to F, I don't know how far you are. But best believe, the further you get in life, oh, the more they're going to keep on doing this. Demons don't stop. Because you're moving for God's kingdom. You're moving for the truth. You have love in your heart. And they just don't care. These people will watch you die. They're praying that you die while you praying that they live. And you're going to question a person that sometimes is sit in your life. A close friend. Somebody, even a stranger sometimes. You got people that walk in the street that see you. As soon as they see you, don't know anything about you. But you wonder why is it that they hating hard like if they knew you. You don't know. Some of these people are people that actually know somebody else that know you. That talking down on you, telling lies about you because they can't stand the fact that God has favor over your life. They're trying to figure out how is it that you know things about them without even having a conversation with them. Just by just seeing them. That's because your eyes don't lie. You look people in their eyes, you can tell if they being real or if they're not. You can tell by their body language. You can tell by what the Bible tells us. By the fruits that they bear. You can tell who these people are. And they will never ever really truly support you. Eventually, they're going to turn on you. Specific people. And you know who I'm talking about, chosen one, because you feel the energy. Sometimes we be in denial. When we can feel demonic presence where something just doesn't feel right. Your intuition is telling you you need to step back from that relationship. You need to step back from that job. Okay, you might be getting a certain amount of money, but you got to realize it's not always about the money in 2025. There's a lot of people that die on their jobs, unfortunately, because at the end of the day, you can't put another man's business before the purpose that God has in your life. Some of these jobs is temporary. You got to know when to walk away, chosen one. You're not like the world. You big stepping out. Once you put them glasses on, oh, there's no going back. Some people's spirits are crying for the truth right now. So in denial, they don't even know what to do. They're crying because they're tired of going through the pain that these enemies is plaguing them with. They don't even know. Because the truth of the matter is, they never took the time to really repent. That's why you got to open up Romans. I tell people, read Romans, read Proverbs. These are very important scriptures. Matthew, it teaches you about Jesus. Luke, it teaches you about Jesus. It teaches you why Jesus did what he did. Why you're going to be blessed is because when you pay attention to Matthew, it tells you. Jesus said, you're going to betray me and you're going to deny me. Peter. Yeah, right? And he said to Judas, you're going to betray me. He's seen it because he read it on these people. He read their spirits. He knew that there was a devil in this person. He knew this person's intention was to eventually go against him. It's not even the person. Don't never connect it to the people, because sometimes people are just dealing with demons. Things that's not benefiting their life. Things that's holding them back. But a lot of us are in denial, and you can't really blame the human because we are flesh. You know how many times we actually wake up every day and have a chance that God gives us to be able to cut these demons off? Some of these people could already did things a long time ago. And some of them did to try to stop you from prospering. And it's not really just these people. Some of it's just the devil. Bible says, come up from amongst them. Okay, chosen one? And watch God start bringing people into your life who are sent by him to support your life. You'll get out of that misery, that confusion that these devils want to keep you in, because they see that you deserve better. They can't even sit there and match what you're bringing to the table. They can't match your energy because they know that you're overly genuine. And they wonder why God is blessing you with talents. They wonder why God is blessing you with creativity. They can't even get their thoughts together because they're so distracted by a lot of these demons that don't want them to do better. You were trying to tell them, like, look, cut them off. You're trying to tell them, do better. You're trying to tell them, this is a war. This is good versus evil. What side are you on? They don't want to hear that. Trust me, I've been walking this walk for a long time. I'm done. I'm tired. Enough is enough. You have to really pray in these last days. You have to stay focused, because right now the enemy, oh yeah, he's very real. And the more you keep going up in your life, the enemy will show himself to you through people. You wondering why that person did that little funny thing to you. Chosen ones, people of love, people of the light. You are blessed. You are an angel sent from God to help people in their lives. But they will never admit it. And they know that's what you are. Because we all struggling right now. And you know what's so funny? I pray that this heals whoever needs it. That this opens up your spiritual discernment. That God grants you, because at the end of the day, without that discernment, these demons will keep coming around you in your life. You wondering why you can't elevate. 5, 10, 20 years. Sometimes demons that sit around you for 10, 20 years. It's that same person, and you wondering why you can't do better in a certain area in your life. Why you can't prosper. It's because you're living in sin. Trust me. You don't have even the time that God has given you. By the time you look at the time that you have left, oh, just getting older and older and older and more tired. But fear not, because I'm telling you, when you repent, God, he will heal you. He will give you energy back when you pray for it. You're going to have to really pray to God so that God can give you the energy to step out from any type of negative, tormenting demon that you cannot see in this spiritual world internally. You know, when people be thinking one thing and they saying one thing different than what they're thinking. Yes, the senses that God gave us, the gift that God gave us to be able to think what we want to think and not share our thoughts. You think that all these people every day that we see that is playing a role like it's a movie. Oh yeah, you can be wherever you want me. I got your back. I'm here for you. Yeah, I love you. Yeah, you know you my bro. You know you my sis. But then you wondering why is it that they disappear out your life when you're going through so much pain. You're starting to wonder why when you get around them, it seems like they're trying to do little things to make you fall. Say little indirectly evil little jokes and stuff like that. Because they're actually really jealous. And they hate the fact that you know. And they hate the fact that it's not stopping you from doing better. Because God has his hand on your life. They need to turn to Christ. They're wondering why they're struggling with little things. You don't understand. When you give your life to Christ, you give your life to God, and you really turn away from the world, I'm telling you, all that stuff that you're going through, it's going to be a little tough at first because you're probably not familiar with walking with that perspective, with that attitude of gratitude that God will bless you with when you actually give God a chance. The devil know you're not used to that. So that's why whenever you try to do better, the enemy start working through people around you. You wonder why that coworker is trying to piss you off. Because the devil know you got to go cocking. And the devil, at the same time, it's not wrong with working a job. Some jobs, people are meant to stay down. And it's a blessing from God. You got to know what type of position you got. But if that job is not like a city job or something like that, or a job which you could really gain some benefits from like that, silver service or something along them lines, I'm just saying, chosen ones, it's like, if that's not working in your favor, you got to realize that might not be the path for you, but that is definitely a blessing, and definitely a blessing. I don't never overlook no jobs. We have to work. God, Bible says we must labor. But everybody's work is different. God will use you in different areas in your life, but you have to trust God. God loves you, chosen one. He loves you. He loves us. God is love. People run away from God because people don't realize that this time is not necessarily ours. If you really think about it, God says we must labor. What do we all do? Work. We have to labor. So when you read the Bible, think about the way that you're reading it. Read it to comprehend. Read it to help use it what it's trying to do for you. Use it for what it's trying to do for you. If you come and you approach something with a negative attitude, oh, I don't want to read this. This book is too thick. I don't understand this. I don't know why I have to pray for my enemies. But you should pray for your enemies. And you want me to break it down for you? Why? Because obviously we are all facing demons in this world. Good versus evil. There's some people that is definitely trying to stop you right now. I know that. I don't have to be in your life, chosen ones. Some people are so far gone they don't even realize the difference between good and evil. They don't even know. The devil will make you believe that evil is good. You start to think back like, yeah, what am I doing? Why am I even dealing with this person? This person is not even a positive person. How did I end up in this? You wonder why you're getting into trouble with some situation in your past. It's because sometimes you'll be around people who did not choose to go the righteous path. Their intentions is not righteous. They're not genuine. They're showing you that. Time and time again. Be careful of people that's not communicating with you. And you being 100 with them. And you wondering like, why is it they're not meeting me halfway when I have everything they need and more? You have the gifts, you have the talent, you have the skill. But it's not about you. It's the light inside you. It's God working through you. And remember, light cannot coexist in the darkness like that. We're going to show everything in the dark. And people don't want to get exposed because God's people, we come around. We see everything. And people know it. And it hurts. Because you really do wish well for people. But some people are not trying to hear that. They want that sin. That devil got them. And every time they get it, they know they get a little bit of regret inside. Like, maybe I should have did something different. They question themselves. Because this path is not about you just getting everything you want when you want it. That's why that's why God cast the devil out of heaven. He tried to be like God. He wanted to be like God. God had to kick him out because at the end of the day, he's not God. And what do we see people doing today? Every day trying to be like God, trying to run their own lives. Yes, we have control in the decisions that we make, but it's the faith in God and righteousness, knowing that what side you stand on in this world, good or evil. Because the more you stay on the evil side, you're going to get rewarded for doing evil. And evil comes for evil. I don't care if it's 10, 20 years, 30 years later. 5 years later. A lot of people have to go and fix situations. They need to pray to ask God for forgiveness so that they can take this negative spirit from off their life. And so that they can be able to attract the blessings that God has for them, y'all. But like I said, this is how you're going to know what type of demons is in your life. Is the minute you give your life to God. I promise you, the minute you try to walk that narrow path, oh, they have no choice. They can't stop thinking about you. Because at the end of the day, they know what God is going to do in your life. And the funny thing about it is you didn't even ask for this. God chose you for this. And this is eating their spirits because they've been dealing with demons. So now this demon is getting more vexed. How? How did he do this? How did she do that? I did everything to make sure that they don't work. For him, for her. And you loving on them. You praying for people. This is why you are the chosen one. And this is why God be blessing you. And they don't understand how and why. Because you chose to walk that narrow path with God. Some people didn't even realize that the pain that you was going through was triggered because of some of the things that they was doing behind the scenes to keep you in a situation. You think God ain't gonna forgive you for sins that you did when you had people out here that knew you was walking righteous, and behind the scenes they were throwing little traps to try to get you to fall back into sin, like God wasn't gonna show you? So now they tripping right now. They trying to figure out what God gonna do in your life next. They're upset because at the end of the day, they know they're gonna have to walk this path with God. But see, the hardest thing is for them to accept it. These people are in denial because they know they are also dealing with demons in their life that it's not easy to fight. It's not. But it's definitely doable. You can do it. You know what I'm saying? If I can do it, you can do it. It's not easy. Everybody's not meant to go on this path. I'm telling you, some people will go the righteous path, and some people will not. And they will be against you. And them demons that they're dealing with will come out when you come around. And I pray for you, chosen one. But they won't win because God has you protected. You see, a lot of people was hoping and praying on not only you, but there's other people's in their life that they really jealous and they hate on too. These are people that's had demons on them for a very long time. They've already chosen, decided to just be a part of the world. They didn't question life. They haven't answered the questions. What are their purpose in life? What is the purpose of everybody else around them? How can they really get better? How can they heal? They think that we're just here to just fornicate all day, every day with everybody. Trust me, I've been there, done that. Had to repent. And it's leading to pain. It's leading to no money in your pocket. You wonder why you can't even elevate in your life because you can't save no money because you're spending money on this spouse. You're spending money trying to look good to entertain somebody you don't need to entertain that probably not even really got your back like that. God trying to show you time and time again, and you're not paying attention, and you're wondering why you don't have a peace of mind. You're wondering why you're still doing things and you're not elevating. Sometimes you got to pay attention to yourself when you was alone. When you let go of things in the world. When you stop the drinking. When you stop the smoking. When you stop the trying to think negative about other people and you focused on yourself. If you ever did that, God had to be a chosen one. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you're not reflecting on what's going on in your life, trust me, God will begin to show you more and more of the reciprocation. You got to be moving in the fear mission of God in 2025, y'all, because this devil is not playing. When you walk straight and narrow path for Christ, you are blessed. You will win. Hands down. You know, and it's just going to be a shame for some people because a lot of people don't even realize that when they go against God, they're going against good. They're going against love. You're blocking the love in your life. The genuineness that you really want. It's not going to come from you just fornicating on first meetup. It's not going to come from you just trying to steal from somebody who just worked really hard for what it is that they have and to be where they are in their life. And you think God forgot about them, and then you wonder why is it that God's blessing these people in front of your face on a whole nother level. And you hating on this person. And you praying this person don't do well. Look at this person in the eyes. Smiling like you really love this person. Stay away from these people. Because you you the chosen one. These type of people that do that, they smile in your face and pretend like they, trust me, they're doing that because you're the chosen one. Because they know that you're walking in this fear mission of God. They know that God is going to bless you on different levels. They're just in denial of the fact that God can do it for them too. Some of these people not going to make it. Keep it real with you. The Bible tells us. And some of these people will. God will bring a hand down in their life and pick them up from drowning, figuratively speaking. But this enemy is not playing, y'all. I'm trying to tell somebody this season right now, do not play with the enemy, because there's a demon in your, could be a demon in your life, working through some people, working through a person. And it's not even that. I'm gonna tell y'all, it's not even that people are just like this because they want to be. They just, a lot of people are confused. They have not had certain information. They don't even, they haven't had somebody teach them certain things or show them certain things. They haven't searched hard enough and long enough for the truth in life. They have not opened the Bible and really read and try to understand. They don't even open the dictionary, these people, to even understand words, to really comprehend it. The Bible says it's the word. Bible says words is like a double-edged sword. Words is like a sword that cuts. Bible tells us life and death is in the power of the tongue. This is what the Bible teaches us. So when you out there and you promoting sin all day and you think people don't know that you're promoting sin, guess what? Oh yeah, you about to get that same energy right back. Now you got more people around you bringing more sin around you. You wondering why you keep bumping into demonic spirits all day, negative energy. You scared. You wondering why. Whoa, why is all this around me? Because you might just be speaking death. If you speaking negative things in your life, trust me, it's going to start to come around you. This is why I don't speak about things like that. I don't even listen to certain music. I'll be praying against. You got to pray against music when music is playing. You got to pray against it. Rebuke the devil. Out your mind, out your subconscious mind. Don't let the music get your mind. Next thing you know, you singing a song. You singing it so much it's in the back of your mind now. And it's a negative song. It's in the back of your mind, y'all. Don't let that demon get you like that, because you're better than that. I remember when I was listening to this song one time, and it was such a dark song. You know, it was talking about death, but it had a groovy, tempo. Like, I'm talking about the beats was like, I'm like, wow, and it hit me, because I'm like, this is a new song. And I'm like, wow, this song kind of sounds like a similar tone to another positive song, but it just had a really nice beat, almost like Michael Jackson made the beat. Shoot. And I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm thinking like, oh, I'll start dancing to it. Next time I'm listening to it, it's talking about killing, stealing, committing adultery indirectly. I'm listening to it. Next thing you know, as time goes by, as I keep playing this song, I start to realize that I'm attracting people that's on this timing. I'm telling you, there's times I play this music, I'll dance to certain music. I'm out in a spot, in a little club or something with that back in the day, and I'm dancing to certain dark music. Guess what happens? Any demons start coming out of people. Girls start arguing with me for no reason. I'm sitting there, I'm dancing with a girl. She looks at me, she's mad at me because I'm dancing with a girl. Crazy. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Let me tell you, this is why a lot of these rappers you see, they're dropping like flies. They're dying. They're not even seeing 25. It's like Tupac after Tupac. That's because when you speak, you don't realize you're attracting that energy. You have to speak life. Speak love. Be careful of people that is not paying attention to the things that they're putting out there. Everything you do counts. Just because you didn't have information, that doesn't mean God is not watching over you, chosen one, because trust me, after this video, you're going to see what I'm talking about. If you take the time to turn away from the world, but if that, like I said, chosen one, this is for you. You're going to see what I'm talking about. And once you take that time, you're about to open up doors of opportunity, because you're going to now recognize the light and the love. But first, you have to fix your heart. Sometimes you got to turn the music off. Sometimes you got to separate yourself from certain people. You just have to, because a lot of people are speaking death. The more and more you get around that, trust me, now it's in your back of your subconscious mind. Now you're manifesting stuff that because you're thinking about it. Your thoughts become things. The Bible tells us. Your thoughts are starting to become a reality. That's why you got to think positive all the time. You're wondering why you feel stuck. You're trapped in a bubble. You're running in a circle, in a cycle every year. You're like, why am I stuck in this cycle? Because you're not making no changes. You have demons around you that actually don't want to see you make these changes. And they're doing things behind the scenes to stop you. They're hoping you don't elevate, because they're in love with the world. And they're not going to elevate the way that you're going to elevate because of that. And God's seen them. And God had to show you. So you got to do what you got to do. Keep moving forward. Keep praying. You don't have to connect with these type of people out here that want to be a part of the world and wish bad things on other people and pretend like they really got your back like that. Because some of these people got to have some demons. Some of them are going to change. And God is going to save some of them, but some of them are not. I'm telling you, you might not see some of them for a very long time. So I pray. And this is not to put fear out there. This is just me just putting out the Bible. The Bible tells us the wages of sin leads to death. And it is what it is. You see, I've repented plenty of times. It's not a one-day thing. It just happens overnight. No, trust me. God is a very merciful God. God has grace. The Bible says we fall 7 times. But don't take advantage of that. Make sure you fix your heart with God so God can heal you. Because this devil will play one on you for a long time. And people will watch you struggle. Forgive them. And act like you don't deserve what you deserve after you just work so hard to even create the little things you do have. And they still gonna come and try to steal and laugh behind your back. Look at him. He don't know what he's doing. He think God's gonna watch over him. They should be ashamed waking up every day when God giving them breath, giving them an opportunity to do better. You're gonna wish bad on somebody that's actually trying to help you in your life and try to protect you from this wickedness in the world. Then you're gonna try to steal from this person. You can't just be 100. This is why I love when people come to me who really walk with a fair mission to God and they really break it down like, look, I'm not gonna front. I respect what you're doing. And you know what's so funny? You don't have to even get the credit. Like, you're gonna get the credit from God. Don't let these gaslighters even confuse you. Some people will come to you and apologize and break bread with you and change. But you got some people out here that they're gonna play the game. They might come to you, apologize, and play the game, but they're not serious. They're actually completely against you. They're your enemies, straight up. And they're gonna smile every time until they can try to steal that bag, or until they do something to try to make you stumble and fall. I'm telling you, the whole time they jealous of you. They don't want to admit it. The whole time it's not even about you. It's about you just trying to help them. And they didn't even give you the credit or the respect that they know you deserve. Same people come steal your ideas if they could. But guess what? God chose you. So no matter what they do, it's not going to last. Because the only things you do for God is going to last. In this lifetime. You know, and it is what it is. But I hope it resonates. Like I said, y'all, a demon in your life, you have to cut these people off. So God can bring the angels. You know? So God, because God, He does have angels around you. Trust me. He be sending Michael, all these type of angels around you to take that devil down when you turn away, and you will only when you turn away and repent. God will protect you. He'll send you a sign. He'll show you. Period. So let these people feel the way they want to feel. It don't matter. Truth is the truth. And I'm not going the dark side. I'm going to focus on the light. I'm praying these demons away, and you have to do the same thing, chosen one, because you are the one. You're going to make a difference. They seen it as you've been making a difference in your life. People has been healing when they come around you. Things is revealed to people when they come around you, because you are the light. You are love. You stand for truth. You don't go and just betray people. You've been like this for your whole entire life. People try to make you out to be somebody you're not because they're jealous of the gifts that God gave you, and they will never admit it. And this is why you're the chosen one. This is why these demons going to have to watch you. Right? So keep doing what you're doing, guys. I love you. Peace. My name is JussRighteousWaterFlows. Give the video a like, subscribe. I will tune in. And guess what? They can't stop you. They going to try. They going to pretend like they really got your back. But guess what? They're going to be pissed off, because at the end of the day, they should have never ever tried to go against God's people. They should have never ever tried to go against righteousness and love and genuineness, when they know that's what they need in their life anyway. They're not looking at their whole life. But you are. You see. And they're still learning. So hopefully that resonates, God. Peace and love. I gotta go.